Okay guys, so we're going to start our class today with the chair that we made in our previous class, the basic chair. So I want to keep this file, I don't want to delete this file, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to File, Save As, and instead of Chair 1, I'm going to save it as Chair 2. That way this is the second chair that I'll be working on, and I don't mess with the first file that I made. I'm just going to save it. And now I can work without damaging the other chair. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to position myself so I can see this like that. And what I'm going to do now is a bunch of guidelines. So we're going to make a lot of guidelines, and our end design is going to look something like this. Like one of these chairs, we're going to make this. So we're going to make all these parts, we're going to cut them out from the chair here. So how do we do that? What we're going to do is we're going to take the measuring tape and we're going to measure from the edge 2 inches. Okay, so I just start measuring. Now make sure that you are in the correct plane. So this is the red one. So I'm going to type 2 inches, press enter. Then this one snaps automatically to 2 inches. 2 inches, and nope, that one's not. There we go. It's on the blue one, right? 2 inches. Be careful. Sometimes it will try to go, and because this is 3-dimensional, we're seeing 3 dimensions in 2 dimensions, so you have to be careful. I don't know if you noticed when I started opening there, it started going like that, so it wouldn't be in the dimension that I wanted, but in a different one. So I have to make sure that it's in the blue. I have the blue line there. Okay, so that one's undo. So once I have that, now let's find the center. When you want to find the center of an object of this edge, it's very easy. So I move along the edge, and notice that when I find the midpoint, the center, it tells me, it snaps there. It tells me that's your midpoint. So if I grab any tool, in this case the measuring tape, to make a guideline, I'm going to click there, and if I hover here on top, it tells me there's your center. So I click there again, and now I have my center guideline there. So it's exactly in the center. I didn't have to measure it and then divide and find out where it was. It tells me automatically where it is. Okay, I'm going to here, remember we want to make 2 arcs. So I'm going to give myself here 1 inch for those arcs, not 2 inches. So I'm going to type 1 inch, and that's gonna, there are my arcs are going to be there. Okay, once I have that, now I can start making the line from here to here. How do I make a diagonal line like that? Well, very easy. When I want a straight line, I look for the edge, right? When I want a diagonal line, I can start here in this intersection, and I go to the next intersection, and there's my diagonal line. Then I make the other one from here to here, and one from here to here. One more from here to here. So now I have the 2 X's there, but remember that I want to cut out parts here, cut out these parts. So I need to have something in the center. So what I'm going to do is, this is 2 inches, right? So how about if I make here 2 inches too? In order to do that, from these center lines, I'm going to draw guidelines that go 1 inch, 1 inch away, 1 inch away there. Oh, there we go, 1 inch, 1 inch. From the center as well, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, and another inch. Okay, So we pretty much have now all the lines that we need, all the guidelines that we need. So now we just have to draw the lines so we can start cutting. So very important, go, grab your pencil, go to the intersection. I'm going to draw from that intersection to here, to here, to here, right? That's going to be my first cutout. Okay, from here to here. Now, and these ones, since I'm going to make an arc here, I'm not going to make the cutout right there. I'm not going to complete the line there. So then I go here, to here, to here, to the end point. Okay, from intersection, intersection, intersection. Okay. Sometimes you just have to zoom in to make sure that you're in the right point where you want to be, in the right spot. So this is just mechanical work that gets a little bit tedious after the first 2 or 3. Okay, but you have to pay attention to what you're doing. Okay, make sure that you're in the intersection, intersection, endpoint. Okay, for the top one, you go intersection, 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 and then you press escape. Okay, so here we want to make some arcs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my arc and I'm going to go from endpoint to endpoint and then go up to the line, on line. Same thing here, from endpoint to endpoint up to on line. Okay, if we did this correctly, we should be able to just, how thick is this? 2 inches, right? So I can just push this in for 2 inches and it should be gone. Let's see, let's go around. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're going to extrude all of these for 2 inches and this should work. 2 inches, 2 inches. Okay, wait, I think I'm seeing a problem there. We'll find out. Oh, you know what it is? I'm not pressing enter. So 2 inches, enter. 2 inches, enter. 2 inches, enter. Remember that when you want to undo something, it's Control Z if you're on a PC computer and Command Z if you are on a Mac, and that will undo your last action. You can undo as many actions as you want. Okay, it's always better to undo and repeat it when you're not sure, when you think something is not working. Undo or repeat it. Okay, so now I have everything cut out like that. So now it's more like a decorative thing. Okay, now here we have different options that we can do with this back. Okay, first I'm going to delete all those guidelines that are just not letting me see well what my chair looks like. So it looks like that. So we could either cut these corners, round these corners, or we can make an arc here. Okay, let's do both things. So in order to do both things, I'm going to make a copy of this chair. I want another chair here, just exactly like that I can, in one I'm going to cut the corners and in another one I'm going to make an arc here. So if I don't want to repeat the whole chair doing it, I can just triple click selects everything, and then I can go move, Move Option or Move Alt in PCs will let you make a copy of, an exact copy of your chair, whatever you have. Okay, so now that I have a second chair, I can do two things. So in this first one, I'm going to cut these corners. So I'm gonna need a guideline here, and I'm going to go for 2 inches. And I type 2 inches. Okay, so now I can get my make it a tangent to the edge. Make it a tangent to the edge. Okay, so now I can just push-pull those corners, and I will have my chair the way I want it. Okay, so now I have the edges like that. Now for this one, I'm going to delete the guidelines, and I'm going to make a guideline that goes from this edge up for 2 inches. I need to find the center of this right there. Okay, and now I take again the arc tool, make an arc from here to here, and I pull it up to there, to that intersection. Now I can move around and pull that for 2 inches. I type 2 inches, enter, and I can orbit around, and I have that. Now let's delete the guidelines, and we can delete this line that we don't need there. And there we go. Same chair, different styles. Which one do you like more? Let me know. For our class, we're going to do both chairs for now. Have fun.